Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll run it with Johnson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 88 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Blue draw Corker. Two.
On first down, Boyce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Lock it.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, Johnson broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Sanders. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On 2nd down, Boyce. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
70, Indy. Check.
They'll run on first down. Boyce. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
X3. 218. Jump.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd down, Boyce trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Boyce. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 after the 30-yard line.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot. 3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Boyce. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Boyce. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Boyce. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Boyce. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down now, Boyce. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll try the left side. Boyce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Exit.
54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a give, right side. Boyce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's second and 8. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, Boyce. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Boyce. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, defense.
Go on.
Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll try the left side. Boyce. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12. Let's make these babies proud.
It's a second down run with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A big play there out of the running game. 34 yards.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
And they give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Boyce. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try the left side. Boyce. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now come the Lions. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Danielle Hunter, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Boyce. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Yes.
They'll try the left side. Boyce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Down. 30 base.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Greystone, travel. Let's go.
On 3rd down. Boyce. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Boyce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Boyce. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
to 7.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away.